Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 and another part of this series where we're currently at Barcelona. It's been a long time since the last episode, which was right at the start of the season. We beat Inter Milan 4-0 and then we beat Villarreal 3-0. Now we have a lot of game highlights to get through. I am going to show them all, but I won't be offended if you do want to skip ahead to the start of today's episode. We will be taking on Real Madrid in La Liga, and then we have Sporting in the Champions League, but we do have a pretty tough match against Sporting now. The group has not gone entirely to plan, so we will be showing both games today in addition to all of these highlights, so definitely do feel free to jump ahead if you'd like to. But you can see overall the season's gone very well. It's only late on that we've had a bit of a wobble, but starting off against Leganes, this was a nice 9-0 win. Now one of the interesting things is that neither of our two summer signings, Esposito nor Mbappe, have actually been scoring that many goals. It's the old team that have been doing it, but Dest here going down the right flank, put it in, and Griezmann made the most of the defender's mistake by putting the ball in the net. Then Window down the left, found Fati, ball across, Mbappe down, Griezmann to Severo, and that was 2. The third goal, Barrow in the middle, just driving forward, and his effort beautifully curled around the keeper for 3-0. Then Aouar with a corner, came down to Griezmann and he made it 4. This team are making this game look so easy. Window down the left, pulled it back to Fati, whipped over, and Severo with the header for 5. And then we got a 6th, just 22 minutes on the clock. Dest put it in, Griezmann back, Severo blocked, Fati with a goal. It doesn't matter if you block, doesn't matter if you save, that ball's hitting the back of the net. Another one, 7 from Aouar, pulled back last of the first half. Window with the finish, a stunning goal from him. I think that was his first goal for the club. And then Griezmann with a penalty did make it 8 before on the 70th minute Fati to Goodmine, and he found the bottom corner for 9-0. I mean, it's just a really strong performance. Griezmann with the hat-trick. He was very much in form at the start of the season. And then away from home against Getafe, again, absolutely dominated the game. Never really looked in doubt. As soon as Fati got the first goal, we were pretty much in cruise control. Griezmann over, it came out, blocked out in that melee in the middle before Fati did finish it. Then Griezmann in, came out again, Severo there, held it up, put it across, and Barrow with all the time in the world just to slot that one in the far corner for 2-0. Next up against Huesca, who are a newly promoted team, we got a 4-1 victory. Different goal scorers popping up. I mean, that's certainly a good thing to be seeing at this stage of the season. There's lots of players getting on the score sheet. We're not reliant on just one man. Dest with the long throw, Fati put it out, Griezmann with the ball, just took it to the edge, and then rockets the ball into that top corner for 1-0. They did get a goal back though. Keeper came off his line for a ball he was never going to collect, and the defender just looped it over. But then Laporte did something similar in the second half, and then Messi on off the bench found Severo. He attacks down the right and then flashes it past the keeper for 3. And late on we do get a 4th, 86 minutes. Skriniar ball in, Messi's in there, it comes out to Barrow, then Skriniar back in, Dembele with the header. I'm not sure how many times Skriniar has got an assist from the wing, but he did a good job there. And then we kicked off the Champions League with a big match against Lyon. A good 7-0 win. We did rotate the team a little bit, not significantly, but Messi playing in this game. Griezmann, though, put the ball in, and Skriniar got the scoring off the mark. We did miss a penalty, I think, early on in this game. Messi put the ball out, Dembele with the ball, put it across, and Griezmann with the finish. He just keeps on scoring. He then took the corner, whipped it in, and Skriniar didn't quite score. Messi at the back stick just to touch it home. He's still got it in his final season before retirement. And then a huge mistake from Lopez allowed us to get another goal. Then Barrow stealing the ball, keeping that pressure up, found Aouar. And I mean, they've got quality in every single position. We're so difficult to beat. I don't know how anybody would beat us over 2 legs this season. Severo then took it around everybody. Unfortunate not to get the goal as a result, but Fati did get the goal. And then just a couple of minutes later, Laporte with the ball in, Severo to Fati again. Fati stealing a couple of Severo's goals, and Severo didn't actually get on the score sheet, but you can see Messi did miss a penalty in the second minute, so that easily could have been 8-0. But it was 2 7-0 wins in a row as we then beat Cadiz in the league. Another very easy victory. You'll notice Esposito not scored in any of these games so far. Barrow out to Fati, came back, Esposito to Severo, blocked off by Griezmann with the finish. Esposito has been doing things on the pitch, but he's not been scoring goals particularly much. And again, Severo, easy header, long throw, Windal that time. And then Griezmann with another penalty. He's been clinical from the spot when he's been taking them. Aouar out to Windal, just holds off the tackle, puts it across, and Severo with the lunge to get the ball into the back of the net. Griezmann then put a corner in, a good header from Skriniar, making it 5. Then Laporte down the left flank back to Aouar, Fati out to Barrow, another stunning outside the box finish from those midfielders. Barrow and Aouar, so good doing that. Messi with the ball in, and Skriniar gets the goal to give Messi another assist. Messi still doing it, and I absolutely love that he's still doing it here. In 2023 are we in now? Something like that, yeah, 2023. He'll be playing until 2024 at this rate. I probably could convince him to stick around a little bit longer, but I don't think he's really going to get in the team. And you see Esposito here playing again, wins the ball after losing it, finds Windal, and Esposito gets the assist. Sevilla, one of the more difficult teams in La Liga, and yet away from home we dispatched them quite comfortably. Fati then cut inside and got the goal himself. He's really developed into a top quality player. And then even though we had 10 men for 12 minutes, we did manage to see out this game 1-0. We were never really in that much trouble. We were by far the better team. Dest with the red card, 2 yellows. But the goal coming from a corner again, Severo across to Barrow, and another excellent outside the box finish from him gave us the win and gave us the 3 points. And at this point, the league, the Champions League, it's all looking too easy. Even here, we rotate the team completely for this match and still crush Sporting Lisbon 4-1. They did get the first goal though, but even here, I just didn't feel like we were going to lose it. Santos with the header. Messi then pulled it back to Dest. He puts the ball across, and Dembele arriving does make it 1-1 just before half-time. And then in the second half, Fati back to Dembele. He manages to get the ball across somehow, and Pedri with a beautiful scissor kick volley to make it 2-1. Or a high kick volley. Ball in, Messi with the header. Not the tallest of players, but he can still do it with his head. And then in added time, we got a second added time goal. Messi with it, putting it across, and Pedri with the header for his brace to make it 4-1 in the Champions League. Then against Atletico Pamplona, another 4-0 win. Again, little rotation in the team. Mbappe back up top. He was out with injury for a little while. Griezmann scoring from the penalty spot as he does so often. He then put the ball in for an assist with Todibo, getting the header for 2. And then an absolute repeat of the goal happening just 3-4 minutes later. Aouar that time, and finally Esposito does score from the penalty spot. And then we finally drop points. Came in the league, a game at home, and you'll notice this becomes a bit of a recurring theme. We look like we're absolutely cruising in the game, and unlike in Ajax where the team had a really good mentality, this Barcelona team's not quite on the same level. So we take a 2-0 lead. We look like we're cruising. Severo with the first goal, Dest with the long throw, Esposito to Dembele, blocked. He has a pass out to Goodmine and a stunning rocket into the top corner. But then, second half, we're absolutely turned over. Januzaj on the attack, cuts inside, makes it look like the player everybody thought he'd be back 10 years ago. And then from a corner, Januzaj's ball in, and it just beats the keeper, and Zubadila on that far side made it 2-2. Really frustrating, that one. The goal coming in the 95th minute of 93 minutes, I think it was, of added time. So I wasn't best pleased. But we returned to action in the Champions League, and we did crush AC Milan 4-1. And I thought the Champions League would be an absolute cakewalk at this point, because we're 3 from 3. We've smashed all 3 teams, including difficult games away. Griezmann got the first goal here in behind for the finish to put us 1-0 up. Then Barrow brought the ball forward, laid it off to Griezmann. He was held up, but Severo was there in the right place to make it 2. They did get a goal back just after half-time, so you start to worry a little bit at this point. Dominguez with the goal from a corner, but we clear it up with a 2-goal cushion. Todibo getting the header from Griezmann corner, and then Messi's corner in, and Mbappe at the far post with the header for a rare goal from him to make it 4-1. So Champions League looked done and dusted. We then went off to get 2 nice victories in a row. Got a few injuries in this game, Fati and Mbappe getting injured, but it was a comfortable victory in the end. Griezmann and Gudmundsson doing the damage. Griezmann from a penalty spot yet again, and then Griezmann held it up back to Roberto. He lays it off, I think. Oh no, Griezmann lays it off, and there's Gudmundsson with the finish for 2-0. And then Gudmundsson does score again. Esposito attacking down the left, finds Barrow, tees up Gudmundsson, and it's another stunning finish from outside the box for 3-0. Then it's a 6-0 win against Real Zaragoza. Lots of players getting on the score sheet here. It's another totally rotated team that demolishes La Liga opposition. They didn't even have a shot, Zaragoza, in this game. Messi missed the penalty, but Dembele did follow up well. He is a quick player and he got the goal. Pedri attacking from the right, cut inside. It came to Matthias Henrique, another goal from the edge of the area. So we've got 5 Frank Lampards in the team. Gudmundsson out to Skriniar, ball across, and Dembele in to Ramos. He made it 3-0. I think that was end of the first half there. Ball came in, Messi with the volley. He's still getting the goals. Messi with a penalty, still getting the goals. And then in the last 10 minutes, in the last half an hour, Laporte with the header, and then we shut up shop and didn't do anything from there. And then we had an incredibly frustrating game against Real Betis, which can only be seen to be believed. We totally dominated the match, and unfortunately we yet again threw it away. This is something that keeps happening at this stage in the season. So Roberto plays in Dembele and Esposito's there on the line. I'm not sure you pay 120 million for a striker to score from 1 yard, but he does get the job done. Barrow with a header then from a Severo free kick. It's cleared out. Esposito tees up Windal. Good save again, but Severo makes it third time lucky. Then they do get one back. They make it 3-1. Bartra, former Barcelona player, puts it in, and Borja Iglesias does make it 3-1. But then we make it 4-1, and I really do think the game is utterly dead at this point. You know, any hope of a comeback surely gone as Severo slots it in the bottom corner. But no, this team lacks the mental fortitude to hold on to a big advantage. And then 30 minutes to go, they get one back. 15 minutes to go, they get another one back. Borja Iglesias with a hat-trick at that point. And then 5 minutes to go, Rodriguez with the header. Unfortunately, we didn't concede a fifth and lose the game. But that was a very near miss in terms of getting our first defeat in La Liga this season. But we followed it up with a 2-1 defeat to AC Milan, an AC Milan team that we smashed 4-1 just a couple of weeks before. The team was very strong for this game as well. Rafinha put the ball in, came out. We do seem to be pretty weak at corners. Ball across, Andre Silva with the header, totally unmarked, free header. But we got one back, mistake by the defence. Severo steals it off them, comes through on the keeper and finishes between his legs for 1-1. No rude jokes there, please. Ball over the top, Linity in behind, 5 minutes to go. Saved, but Andre Silva's there to make it 2-1 and condemn us to another defeat with the winning goal, another dropped points game with another goal coming 5 minutes from time. But we did bounce back against Atletico Madrid. We got a win, and we didn't just win, we annihilated them. They had one shot the entire match. We had 34-21 on target. Their defence was nowhere. Long throw, Severo with the header, and that was the only goal we scored despite all that domination. Long throw in. And then it happened again here. 2-2 against Valencia away from home. And this happened 2 goals in the last 5-6 minutes of the match. We took a comfortable lead. We were absolutely cruising. Esposito stealing the ball, charging through on the keeper, and a good finish. Excellent composure. And then Mbappe scored as well. So the £270 million of signings actually doing the job here. Mbappe with the finish, cross the goalkeeper. That's what we paid the money for. But then we capitulated. 6 minutes to go, Rodrigo puts the ball in, comes out, and Vecino, it's a stunning finish. Excellent volley from the edge of the area to pull them back. But then they do it 90th minute. Milik, our defence just totally parts. Benez, from that distance, should not be scoring. Ter Stegen should not be conceding. Defence shouldn't be letting that happen. But everything goes wrong, and it's another draw. And then, for the 4th time in 5 games, we fail to win. Olympique Lyonnais with the goal, or Aït Nouri with the goal for Olympique Lyonnais. A 1-0 defeat in the Champions League, which does leave our group leadership hanging by the balance. Ter Stegen, again, not covering himself with glory as that set piece ends up in the back of the net. But now we've got a big match away at the Santiago Bernabeu, and then we're taking on Sporting at home in the Champions League. So as it stands in the first division, we are unbeaten, 11 wins, 3 draws. We're 3 points clear of Levante. Not as big a gap as you would like. Levante having a very good season, but we are 5 points clear of Real Madrid. We win this game, we go 8 points clear of them. You can be pretty confident of the title. So we're going to try and get that win today. Full strength team going out there. Griezmann, Mbappe, Severo and Dembele are the attacking players. Aouar and Barrow in the middle. Windal, Todibo, Skriniar and Dest in defence, and Ter Stegen in goal. This really should be a victory. I've won every game I've played against Real Madrid as Barcelona manager. I'd like that to continue because this is not the world's most dangerous Real Madrid team. I don't know why they've got Fedor Chalov up front instead of Gabriel Barbosa. But Hazard and Rodrigo, all danger players, all 3 of them would do a better job up front than Chalov. So hopefully that works in our favour. But we're just going to go out there and give the fans their money worth. The Barcelona fans that have travelled to Madrid and paid Real Madrid ticket prices to come in and see us get another win. We do have Mbappe leading the line today. We have Esposito on the bench. I mean, this squad is so strong. Even Fati doesn't make the first team today. And Goodwine as well has been scoring good goals from distance. So this should be a win, but our defence has just been very shaky recently. As Todibo brings the ball forward, finds Griezmann attacking down the left flank. He cuts inside, players across from him, he finds Mbappe, and that's what we paid £150 million for. Kylian Mbappe scoring against the team that are looking to sign him in real life. A 1-0 advantage and an excellent goal. Griezmann doing some good work down the left. Beats the defender, I think he nutmegged him. Casemiro there found Mbappe, and a little left foot control, right foot finish to make it 1-0. So Kylian Mbappe getting us off to an absolute flyer here against Real Madrid. But they've got a set piece. Hazard puts it in, cleared away. Now Chalov comes to Rodrigo. Good tackle by Dest. Ball played forward. Mbappe's going to sprint after that. Rudiger gets there. Oh, but Mbappe's won it, and now Dembele could play through Mbappe. He's steady, finds Severo. It's been blocked off, and Aouar's going to have to try and clean up. Chalov looking to counter us, but Skriniar brings him down. Little tactical foul. He'll get a yellow. Perfectly happy with a tactical foul like that. That's just excellent reading of the game. But here's Hazard with a free kick in, cleared away. Ramirez away. Rudiger tackled, and Todibo does get it forward. Ramirez back to Varane, all the way back to Courtois. Still coming though, Real Madrid. Casemiro to Ramirez. Out wide to Rodrigo, who's cut in well. He's still going. He finds Hazard. Out to Rudiger. Windal doesn't get there. Barbosa blocked. Rudiger blocked. Dembele away. And now Mbappe is going to try and counter. Absolute end-to-end football here in El Clasico. And Mbappe has hit that straight down Courtois' throat. But we do seem to be just edging the game. But it is a very, very tight match right now. Very end-to-end. And anything could happen at any point. But we are seemingly in control at this point. Team motivated, fired up. Their team's starting to get a little bit anxious with the deficit at home as Ramirez finds Dumfries. Ball out to Casemiro. Ramirez out to Varane. He switches the play and he's done very well there to find Rodrigo cutting inside, and Dest has tripped him, and that's definitely going to be a penalty. The referee's going to take a look, but I would be stunned if that wasn't a penalty. The question is, would it also be a red card? Because it was in the box and he did look like he might have been the last man. Dest here. Fate in the hands of VAR as the referee comes back, and it is a penalty. Now, what's the punishment for Dest? Dest is being told off. He gets away with a warning, which I'm surprised at. I would have put money on that being at least a yellow card, but Hazard is going to take the penalty for Real Madrid. They really need this one to go in. They need to save a point or 3 from this game, a lot more than we do. But Eden Hazard there with his 10th goal of the season. That's a very good return. It was a nice penalty as well. Tucked hard and low. Keeper went the right way, but unfortunately couldn't reach it. It was just hit so hard it was past to Sagan before he could even really dive. But the team still look motivated. They're now a little bit frustrated, but we're heading into half-time and 1-1. Hazard and Mbappe with the goals. That's why you pay money for El Clasico, to see players like that score goals. And they're definitely giving the fans their money's worth. Todibo now trying to bring the ball forward. Finds Windal. Back to Todibo. To Stegen. Just seeing the slow build-up here. Now Barrow. Goes out wide to Dembele. Down to Dest. Ball over the top for Severo. He's got Mbappe in the middle. Severo pulls it back to Dembele instead. He's trying to run through the middle, but he's played that over the top. Dembele just looking a little bit fatigued at this point, so we're probably going to bring Ansu Fati on and see what he can do on that right flank. Good option to be able to bring on. Courtois to John Stones. Now Rafa Varane forward. Rodrigo heads it on, and Chalov has got to that ball. The defence not quite alive to the danger. Rodrigo to Chalov. Out to Ramirez. Hazard. Need to start getting some tackles in here as Dumfries cuts inside, and it's a good stop by ter Stegen. Maybe could have caught that. The ball seemed to be hit quite hard, so that's possibly a little bit harsh. As Hazard puts this ball in, it is cleared away. Casemiro chasing after it and gets there. And then it goes out for a throw-in. But we need a little bit more from the team here. We're going to say to get creative. Some of the players not having the best game. Severo is certainly not having the best game, as Hazard has a free kick in a dangerous area. Finds Ramirez, and Felipe Ramirez, the regen, has scored. So we need to demand a little bit more from the team here. It was just an easy goal. Why he was unmarked there, why the man ran off the post. I had so many questions about what everybody was doing there. But we are going to bring Esposito on. Let's swap them around. No, we'll leave it as it is. Dest can maybe come off as well. We don't have too many options here, so if we swap them with Skriniar and then take Dest off, we do have Lorenzo can come on. So we have a free kick now. Griezmann puts the ball in. It's cleared away. Fati following up. Still has it. Oh, Casemiro has hacked him down, and it's a straight red card. And that gives us a real license to go very attacking against this Real Madrid team and see if we can break them down. We've used all our substitutions. It's a case of just doing what we can, get forward, get a goal, and hopefully save that unbeaten season. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. Real Madrid shutting up shop very well, and I think time's about to run out for us. And it is our first defeat of La Liga, our El Clasico defeat. It comes against 10 men Real Madrid. And that is extremely disappointing to have lost a game like that. And it means when you look at the schedule, we are in real trouble. We have won 1 of 6 at this point. So next up we will be taking on Sporting Lisbon. And looking at the Champions League group stage here, we need to win to take top spot. It's been very frustrating the last few games. Sort of going back to this 2-2 draw where we capitulated against Real Sociedad. The form of the team has just fallen off a cliff. But we'll take on Sporting in the next game. And then after that, it could well be the Super Cup that we come back for. A few changes to the team for the match against Sporting. I'm hoping a little bit of rotation might inspire the team to get a victory. So we have got Severo and Mbappe still leading the line, but I've swapped them around to get the maximum green circles out of them. Fati and Dembele taking the place on the wings, with Goodmine coming in alongside Aouar for this one. Marmo, Laporte, Lorenzo and Dest are making up the defence. ter Stegen still in goal for this one, but a few changes. Hopefully the fresh legs will do the job and get us the win in this match. We do need to win to guarantee top spot in the group. It's possible we'd get it with a defeat, but we don't want to win 3 and then lose 3 in the Champions League. That's absolutely not what we're after at this point. So hopefully we can get off to a good start. Aouar here with the corner. Ball in, an excellent header from Lorenzo, one of the players I rotated in to give us a bit of fresh impetus, and he gets his first goal of the season, Rafael Lorenzo. Very good corner from Aouar, and Lorenzo just out-jumped the header to make it 1-0. So very good start for us here as we look to just absolutely solidify that lead at the top. And you can see Milan are beating Lyon. Lyon was second in the group before kick-off tonight, with Milan in third. So Milan will be jumping up to second place as it stands. I think they could jump above us if we were to lose. A draw would probably see us stay at the top, I think, given I think it's head-to-head rather than goal difference in the Champions League. But right now we're looking reasonably comfortable because Sporting haven't even had a shot. I'm going to tell the team I'm happy, but hopefully that doesn't mean they go and concede a couple of goals in the second half. Olivero here, playing it forward to Wallace. Over to Santos. Ball back to Olivero. Launched forward. Now Plata. Attacking. Puts it in, but ter Stegen. Easy catch in goal. Have now had that first shot of the game. Acuna carrying a little bit of poor fitness for them as well. Won't help. But here's a throw in from Acuna. Dembele around. Now Goodmine. Plays it forward to Mbappe. Goodmine again. Can slip it in behind for Mbappe. Which he does. Mbappe's got the pace, he beats the defenders, he puts it in, Severo's shot blocked, and that's gone out for a corner. Very close there to making it 2-0, but not quite able to get the finish. Lorenzo's header, good save by Olivero in goal. We do look like we're knocking on the door of that second goal. We need to get back to winning ways, absolutely no doubt about that. And then hopefully we can just get a few wins under our belt going into that match against Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup. Obviously if we beat Real Madrid we will be the odds-on favourites to take that competition. As Fabio Silva scores for Lyon. Just make a few little changes now. Keep the freshness in the team. Bring Barrow on as well. And now we've got an injury, Marmol. And nobody to bring on, but we can swap around Laporte. We've got some centre-backs. Skriniar, let's bring Todibo on. Instead of Skriniar, I think Skriniar does need a little bit of a break. 5 minutes to go. I'm not going to go more defensive. That tends to be when the goals come. Severo just whipping that one outside the far post. Ter Stegen. On to Lorenzo. Now Dest. Beats the defender. Charging in, Dembele in behind, is in on goal, and it's again well saved. 5 minutes of added time, not what we want to see. Still Sporting only with one shot on target though. That will do us the world of good, and there it is. A good 1-0 win, a solid win, a clean sheet, and we have won our Champions League group. 2 points clear of Milan. That's all we can ask for at that stage. Really disappointing to have lost 2 games, but we have managed to get the win. Marmol does pick up an injury. He's going to be out for 6 to 7 weeks, which isn't ideal, but we have managed to get the win. And next up, we'll get through these few La Liga games. We've got Levante to come as well, the winter break, and then we're in the January transfer window and taking on Real Madrid in the Super Cup semi-final. So if you enjoyed this episode, do drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya.